Hello. Today, we dive into the world of one of the greatest minds of all time, Leo Tolstoy. His words live on forever, inspiring millions around the globe. The wisdom contained in his quotes not only makes you think, but also changes lives. If even 2 to 3 of these quotes make you reflect, then my mission is accomplished. Let's get started. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. If you want to be happy, be. All the variety, all the charm, all the beauty of life is made up of light and shadow. The 2 most powerful warriors are patience and time. In the name of God, stop a moment, cease your work, look around you. There is no greatness where there is no simplicity, goodness, and truth. We can know only that we know nothing, and that is the highest degree of human wisdom. The strongest of all warriors are these 2. Time and patience. Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them. The sole meaning of life is to serve humanity. It is amazing how complete is the delusion that beauty is goodness. Art is not a handicraft. It is the transmission of feeling the artist has experienced. A man is like a fraction whose numerator is what he is, and whose denominator is what he thinks of himself. The larger the denominator, the smaller the fraction. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. There is only one time that is important. Now, it is the most important time because it is the only time that we have any power. To get rid of an enemy, one must love him. Boredom, the desire for desires. Everything comes in time to him who knows how to wait. True life is lived when tiny changes occur. Rummaging in our souls, we often dig up something that ought to have lain there unnoticed. Wrong does not cease to be wrong because the majority share in it. When you love someone, you love the person as they are, and not as you'd like them to be. Only people who are capable of loving strongly can also suffer great sorrow. But this same necessity of loving serves to counteract their grief and heals them. The changes in our life must come from the impossibility to live otherwise than according to the demands of our conscience. Joy can be real only if people look upon their life as a service and have a definite object in life outside themselves and their personal happiness. One of the first conditions of happiness is that the link between man and nature shall not be broken. There are no conditions to which a person cannot grow accustomed, especially if he sees that everyone around him lives in the same way. In the best, the friendliest and simplest relations, flattery or praise is necessary, just as grease is necessary to keep wheels turning. Man survives earthquakes, epidemics, the horrors of disease, and all the agonies of the soul. But for all time, his tormenting tragedy has been, is, and will be the tragedy of the bedroom. The law condemns and punishes only actions within certain definite and narrow limits. It thereby justifies, in a way, all similar actions that lie outside those limits. What a strange illusion it is to suppose that beauty is goodness. Respect was invented to cover the empty place where love should be. Love is life. Everything that I understand only because I love. Everything is, everything exists, only because I love. Without knowing what I am and why I am here, life is impossible. Historians are like deaf people who go on answering questions that no one has asked them. To say that you can love one person all your life is like saying that one candle will continue burning as long as you live. A man can live and be healthy without killing animals for food. Therefore, if he eats meat, he participates in taking animal life merely for the sake of his appetite. The most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man if he has not formed any idea of them already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent man if he is firmly persuaded that he knows already, without a shadow of doubt, what is laid before him. Spring is the time of plans and projects. If we admit that human life can be ruled by reason, then all possibility of life is destroyed. Anything is better than lies and deceit. The whole world is divided for me into two parts. One is she, and there is all happiness, hope, light. The other is where she is not, and there is dejection and darkness. The kingdom of God is within you. We lost because we told ourselves we lost. Everything that I understand only because I love. I often think that men don't understand what is noble and what is ignorant, though they always talk about it. Freethinkers are those who are willing to use their minds without prejudice and without fearing to understand things that clash with their own customs, privileges, or beliefs. There is no greatness where simplicity, goodness, and truth are absent. Just as one candle lights another and can light thousands of other candles, so one heart illuminates another and can illuminate thousands of other hearts. Music is the shorthand of emotion.